is I am Q, and this is the VanQ shop. So we have this beautiful kid that comes in and does the mannequins and dresses up like in these really cool structures and beautiful design of styling. It's my favorite mannequin. Oh, just got new sweaters in. It's so cool. This is like rare to find things like this. Kijk, and sometimes I get the privilege to have something like this in the shop. It often not sells, but how cool is this? Yeah, and look at this. That is serious shit. They are vintage, so they are, some of the things I put a high price on because I do not think they deserve to be sold for nothing, and then they stay often way too long. But I'm not gonna fluke these off for nothing because this is also original. My mum was always sewing, so I started with my mum, and then I did the school for fashion, and especially I wanted to learn how to make patterns and all that sort of stuff, which I didn't finish, but I did learn a lot there. Okay, so this is also the fun thing. This is accidentally has become a really cool venue, which is really cool. Every band member brings one piece of clothes as payment for the gig, and that works actually really well because even there were like someone brought like a few very basic shirts, but the right color, and I sold them for $5, and all these young kids that are in the same sort of feeling, they come and buy it. So it sort of goes around in circles then. That's really cool. I thought that it's really important that people can come and hang, and that there is a sort of a space. I read that because with all the online shopping, sort of the retail, the actual brick and mortar retail is disappearing a little bit, and so I did research in what is needed then because I think being online is very lonely. So it's about connection and about community and that sort of stuff. And if you create like a cool experience, then you draw people back in. But the way that it's done commercially, I don't really agree on, but I do agree on to create a space where people can still connect. By the time that I was looking for rooms, you had this organization that did anti-squatter. So they would manage a building, but then in a building like this, every floor they they rent it out, but for really cheap. I moved in a warehouse, like with the roofing, like factory roofing, and it was a massive space, and it was just fun. And because it was a sort of a TAFE where they teach people to do painting and stuff, so they built inside that big warehouse, they built all these little houses, but that was really cool. And so those were the rooms inside, so I put my clothing in that one, and I put my work stuff in that one, and then there was another one with the stairs upstairs, but there was in the space, so you had this little house with a flat roof where you could go down, and there was my TV. So it was so fucking cool. And you live with other mostly creative, so it's really fun. Yeah, so coming back in here, I thought, I'm back where I started. And so and that is the feeling that I have. It's just a fun playground. I don't know, I think by orientating on community and on kindness amongst people, I think there is a lot of suffering that people don't know. This world drastically needs to change because it's now in the hand of people with bad intentions or self-serving intentions. But why are we not educated? Why are we not educating ourselves against that? Because it's ingrained in our whole society. So, and therefore I think is also a big motivation to create spaces where you can feel safe. Yeah. I do not understand, because as a business you have to grow and grow and grow, but it's unsustainable, because that means that I have to eat everybody up on my way to keep growing, and that is unsustainable. But it's really difficult because our world is designed like that. And if we get educated from that, maybe we can just go and keep doing our own positive thing. Without, okay. No, because it really comes back. And yeah. Oh yeah, this is. They say that. No, do it, because I wonder if, because you're recording, how that sounds. Oh.